What up, guys? It's your girl CoCo V, host of the 411, and I'm here in Manhattan, New York, downtown to be exact, meeting up with my boy Eric Sosa. Check him out, ericsosa.com, the 411, baby. Let's go. Listening to the mixtape that you just dropped, the Rhyme and Noodles Volume 1 and 2, there's a lot of variety on there. I heard a lot of pop, rock, rap, some real hard shit on there. You know, where did that inspiration come from?
Well, I knew, see, my first mixtape was Let the Beat Rock, right? And that was basically, I just wanted to kind of like pay my dues before I do whatever I want to do as an artist. I feel like, pay my dues to the older heads and the older cats that, you know, look down on us like, y'all don't know nothing about hip-hop. What are you doing? That's not a real sample, so on and so forth. So I kind of wanted to do that. Plus, he's like one of my favorite producers of all time. Pete Rock, that is. After that, though, I had to get some business intact, you know what I mean? Cause
to get it right.
Right, before I really started putting out more material. But that took a little time, like a year and a half. Then I put out Rhyme and Noodles Volume 1. And when I was doing Let the Beat Rock, I saw two things about the industry, the way it was shifting. I saw that record labels were going to be obsolete and that everything was going to be management. So automatically I said I want to start my own management company.
Sosa Managers, shout out to y'all. They heavy on the net. Yeah. Definitely stay tuned to them.
Shout out to Danielle. And then another thing I saw the music was shifting towards like techno, house.
Yes, and you bring that. You bring that, and I love that.
And I remember telling my man, I was like, yo, it's gonna be mad house. I'm telling you. He's like, nah, that's back. One of my first record I did like that was Non-Believer. I took a Daft Punk instrumental and I flipped it. You can find that also on my YouTube or my website, ericsosa.com. But yeah, so I just and then another thing is like I look up to Bruce Lee, and one thing he always says is not to have a style. You know what I mean?
I can't describe yours.
For many reasons. For example, one reason would be nobody can study you if you don't have a style. You know what I'm saying? I say we're like modern day like fighters, I guess you would say, when it comes to hip hop. You know what I mean? Is that competitive? Is that aggressive?
So Rhyme and Noodles was based off of the change in the industry.
Yeah. And
pretty much.
And then at the same time, I wanted to be as versatile as possible. I didn't want to be put into a box.
There were 9 tracks on each mixtape, but everything sounded different. The most recent video that you had out, Hate, is off of Rhyme and Noodles Volume 2. You can get that on ericsosa.com. You know, that's like hip hop, pop, rock, all in one. I mean, and then in the video, you guys got to see the video. It was like inspirational. You had like people on the streets, and you know, describe the process behind that music video.
You speaking on Hate?
On Hate, yeah.
That was kind of crazy. We just went to Times Square, and those claps, the claps at the beginning of Hate, are just so like, they stick, you know? So I wanted to take advantage of that. And like the whole first minute is us walking down Times Square. Yeah. And I came to Times Square with about 20, 30 people, and we started shooting. We almost got shut down like 3 times. We started shooting. Yeah. And when we were done walking, I turned around and we was like 70 people behind.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in that video.
Just like, see, but in the video you can't really see how many people were there. Like, there's a lot of close-ups of actual people. But if we used to get like the whole shot of when we had like 70 people behind us, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, shout out to New York City, showing love.
And describe that song for people, because that title, Hate, is very powerful. You know, let people know the meaning behind that song.
So I feel like with Volume 1, there was still people that doubted me, and people that are still on the fence about Eric Sosa. I don't blame them. I mean, it was a short project. All they have to reference to is Let the Beat Rock, and then Volume 1. Yeah. So I don't blame them, but I still want to talk to the haters. You know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like I was being hated on.
So what did Volume 2 say to the people?
I think Volume 2, I think perfected what Rhyme and Noodles is supposed to be, which is...
I think it did.
Which is all genres across the board, but it's still hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Volume 1 was still like, I was still trying to figure it out and still trying to make it...
You was growing.
Yeah.
But you good now.
Yeah.
You've been putting a lot of content out, a lot of singles out. You know, it's been a little bit since the Volume 2 dropped. So what have you been working on since then?
Well,
Come on, you got to dish something now for the 411, because it's been a while since Eric Sosa, you know, released some, you know, brand new material, new mixtape or album. It's something in the works.
Yeah. Well,
Can we get the 411?
I'm working on this new project, and it's titled The Mohawk.
Okay,
And,
nice.
Yeah, I'm putting ramen noodles on the shelf for a minute.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be dropping Volume 3, if not the end of this year, the beginning of next year. It depends how
things
responsive
move and all
people
that.
are to the Mohawk, which I think they're gonna love it. It's a full project. It could easily be an album. And
what can we expect?
I tell everybody, like, I don't like using the C word, but I really feel like I have a classic in this one. You know?
Okay.
So,
that's some powerful stuff right there.
Yeah.
We gotta stay
and
tuned to that.
I don't say that. I'm not being biased. I'm dead serious. I think I got a classic. So y'all see.
Are you trying to get signed? Do you want to stay underground? Because your management team is on their job. I see Eric Sosa doing big things. You know, are you building an empire?
Absolutely, that's exactly.
Because there's been a few rumors around, you know, about Rockefeller Records, and you know we've seen a few logos in the videos and all that. Are you going that way, the signed route?
Well, we have a lot of friends at Rock Nation and Rockaware, and you know we talk to a couple people, and at the end of the day, everything is about numbers. You know?
It's a numbers game.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely is.
Even though numbers can be manipulated. You know what I mean, there's so many.
No comment.
Yeah, there's so many like bot programs and things to make numbers go up and whatnot. But
I don't think they can't deny your talent, though. That's one thing that can't be denied.
You know what? But
I'm co-signing that.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
But they're like, all right, how many YouTube views you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they care about. So until the numbers get to where they should be, you know, we just gonna keep doing it ourselves.
So how can people, you know, besides watching this interview and going to ericsosa.com, how can people support you? Because you're doing a lot of showcases, you're traveling, I see you doing your thing. How can people get involved with that so they can help you get where you need to go?
Just on social networks is probably the best bet. Twitter is like the fastest.
Let them know your Twitter.
At Eric Sosa, at ERICSOSA. Hit me up if I tweet a video or whatnot. RT it, you know what I mean? And
show that support, guys. That's what we do.
Snowball effect, you know what I mean? So once we get the snowball to the right side, we can then pitch something better to the label.
And let them know about your website, ericsosa.com. There's a lot of good stuff on there.
Yeah. Hit up ericsosa.com. Shout out to everybody that visits it at least once a week. The hits are crazy.
Yeah, I heard you on one of your tracks. You was like, people over here, man.
Yeah. We get like the Google specs on who visits the site and stuff.
Got a lot of different countries.
I was shocked.
We need to support our own people here in America, guys. Support.
They talking about me. If they talking about me, then they talking about great now. They worry about them or what I worry about them when I'm doing my thing. Plus my future's too promising to be hands on.